there has been a nuclear accident in the Soviet Union, and the Soviets have admitted that it happened. The Soviet version is this. One of the atomic reactors at the Chernobyl atomic power plant near the city of Kiev was damaged, and there is speculation in Moscow that people were injured and may have died. The Soviets may have been fairly quick to acknowledge the accident because evidence in the form of mild nuclear radiation had already reached beyond the Soviet borders to Scandinavia. We begin with ABC's Dean Reynolds.
Третий и четвертый блок горит крыша в результате аварии взрыва.
Давай. Так уже подтвердили?
Не подтвердили, авария там произошла у них. Это диспетчер Припяти сказала. Пожарная охрана. Алло, Иванков? Да. Значит, вы выезжаете в Припять? Алло? Да, я слышу. На атомную станцию выезжаете. Там третий и четвертый блок горит крыша. Алло, Полесская? Да. Вы, значит, выезжаете на атомную станцию, там горит крыша третьего и четвертого блока.
But let's look at what exactly happened at Chernobyl on April 26, 1986. The lead-up to the explosion actually started 24 hours earlier. The sequence of events started when the Russians began to shut down their reactor in preparation for an experiment, a test which was ironically aimed at improving the overall safety of the reactor. The idea was to disconnect one of the turbines from the reactor and find out if it was possible to use the energy from it as it slowed down to power some pumps which were part of the reactor's emergency cooling system. The Russians, of course, had been operating this type of reactor, known as an RBMK-1000, for some 20 years. In their official report, they admit that there were significant violations in the operating rules for the power station on this occasion. But in Vienna, they also acknowledged it had basic design faults. In their discussions with international experts, the Russians confirmed that their operators placed the reactor in an unstable condition and that the design placed too much responsibility on the operator's shoulders. So let's look at what happened in greater detail. The experiment which the Russians hoped to carry out should have been no more than a one-off, tried just once as the reactor shut down and lasting about 45 seconds. But in case it didn't work first time, it was decided to keep the reactor working at a reduced level.
Второй очереди. Справа блок номер, центральный зал блока номер 4. Включи! Выше! Держи это место! Держи! Держи, где дым идет, где дым, вот так держи, так держи.
Вы видите редчайшие кадры. Это пятна раскаленной графитовой кладки. Их высокая температура способствовала сильному восходящему потоку, а с ними с шахты реактора выносились радиоактивные частицы.